Welcome to the Least Favorite Podcast featuring
Natalie
and
Denzil.
let's go.
Oh, okay. So the first topic is Danileigh and Dababy, and I know you both have seen what's been going down with that. So the first thing I'm gonna start off with is just like, I don't think this was for social media, like at all. But like, aside from the obvious, like they have a baby together, but it's also like, do they not have anybody around them telling them like, yo, why are y'all doing that? Like, he had his brother in the home with him, and his brother was recording too.
That was his brother?
Yeah, he said it was his brother in the video. And his brother was recording everything too while he was on live. And it's just like, why couldn't your brother at least tell you, like, that wasn't cool? Like, stop. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. But for me, like, I feel like as a woman, I kind of fought for her in a way. Just because it's like,
Let's go.
oh yeah. Just because it's like, she's clearly in a toxic situation, and I feel like that has a hold on her.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, anybody else would be like, yo, he's really disrespecting me. Like, I need to get the fuck out of here. Like, he kicked me out. I should be leaving. I should be packing. But instead, it's like, she still stood in that situation.
Just walking around the house.
But it's like, she's probably so, like, engulfed in this that it's hard for her to, like, peel herself away. Because she just had his baby, too.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I fought for her with that.
Okay, so as a woman, I feel like it's probably going to be an unpopular opinion, but I feel like in these situations, you know, women have to take accountability for turning a blind eye when it comes to guys that already have multiple baby mamas that they already don't do right by. And for some reason, you think, you know, your situation with them is going to be different. And then when it isn't, it's like you're shocked. But in reality, you know, that person already showed you who they were from the get. And, like, it's so easy to believe the hype when a guy tells you, like, oh, their baby mom is crazy and, you know, they want to gaslight you and all this extra stuff. But instead of taking the time out to see why, you know, it's just a reason for them to pin, you know, them against each other. And then when it happens to you, it's like you kind of want to put the blame on the other person, but, you know, you also played your part too. You know, and even though it isn't right because it is still a messed up situation, it's still like an eye-opener for everybody that, you know, a lot of times we need to stop relying on or like fantasizing on the potential of somebody. And we just really need to see them for who they are because 9 times out of 10, they've been showing us who they are from the beginning.
It was just cringe to watch. Like,
yeah.
It was just super cringe to watch.
Yeah, I just feel like they have a baby together, so just for the sake of the baby, like, that's gonna stick.
And
with
the
that.
baby was in it too, on certain parts.
What do you mean? Oh yeah. Yeah, on live.
That was the first time her baby was shown.
Yeah.
Word. And she was feeding him.
And it's like, I
Or
feel like
her. I'm not even sure.
I don't even.
It's a girl?
Yeah, I think it's a girl. But I just feel like when she grows up, like, she's gonna hear that.
It's a daughter.
Yeah, she's gonna hear that shit.
Yeah,
like, they're gonna be like, oh, haha, like, your mom was a side bitch. Your daddy calls her a side bitch, so she must be a side bitch. Like, she has to hear that about her parents.
Yeah,
That's mad embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really agree with that. You know, like at all. Like certain things, should just be left off of the internet.
Mm.
But also, I look at it like I don't know the full detail. We don't know the full details because obviously, like, she stayed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she stayed.
It's not like she broke. She got her own bread. Like she could.
But now it came out that she got charged with
like
simple assault.
Yeah.
Something like
So now she has a charge because of this.
I think so. I don't know what it is, but it sounds like from what I assessed, it says he says that he was doing all of that because she been hitting him and all of that type of stuff, like being like.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's what he said. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be his word, her word.
But she said that it's so like she said he's saying, but it's like, yeah, because she said that he got mad because she ordered a plan B to the condo wherever they lived because he kept busting in her, basically.
Yo, my thing is this.
So it's like,
my thing is like, yo, if she a side joint, then use a condom, bro.
right.
Like, stop shooting up the club.
Yeah.
Like that's wild. You know what I'm saying? That part I don't really understand.
And I don't understand why you're shooting up the club in the side piece.
Yeah, that's why I was like, yo, that's why like stop shooting up the club.
Like why you shooting the side piece club up? Like,
but I feel like he was just saying that to hurt her feelings, which is whack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, whatever. Like
in the heat of the moment,
if you guys are like having a disagreement, leave it off the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like it's like you know better than that. You know what I'm saying? Like leave it off of the internet. You like they like those two. I don't really think that from what I've been paying attention to that they've been really caught up in the internet stuff. It's usually like him snuffing somebody at a show or something like that. But it's never nothing that's like on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Besides that one incident in the mall, but they don't really give off that type of energy. Like people that do things for clout. So that's why that part is like, it's whack.
Yeah, man, this is just not a good look. Baby need to keep a fucking PR motherfucker on this nigga at all times. He just, this nigga just be doing the wrong shit. About the situation, I just rather he had left and just not came back or something. Like, you can't throw your baby mama with a 3-year-old kid out the crib for your feeling. Like, that's just not good. Like, that's your baby mama. No matter where that situation is go, whether you want to be with her or not, that's not the way to handle it. I mean, the police situation looks crazy, but if he wanted her out the house, really, that's really all he can do, because if he throw her out physically, then that's a whole different animal. But I'd rather he just left the house and then come back. Like, that's so fucked up, but he obviously was like in his feelings and being reactionary from something he didn't like. That's what a lot of niggas do. They get in their feelings about something. I think she was saying something about the Plan B shit or whatever. And they just react instead of like just letting it sit and really going through those feelings. So it really just feel like an extreme reaction to his feelings. But yeah, like I said before, that's not the way you do it. Worst case scenario, you leave and you head out, you stay out, you let that, you figure that out.
I don't know. What, you think he doesn't do shit for clout?
No, it like from what I pay attention to,
right? It
doesn't seem as if. You know what I'm saying?
You think just should just be happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like this is like you should know better than certain things is just not for the internet.
They should, but then I was thinking like Danieleigh's 26 and the baby's what? He's our age.
29.
So it's like, do they really know better? Like, I feel like we learn from their mistakes.
But it's like this, right?
Like we could easily be wilding the same way they wilding.
Yeah.
The reason why I kind of say like they know better, cause they like our age, but it's like at the same time they haven't been famous for that long. And how would you have handled that situation prior? You wouldn't have got on the gram and got on live and all of that. You wouldn't have did all of that.
And it's like they're seeking validation.
So it's like what you would like, better, because that's not something that you would have done before this fame, before the fame.
And another thing, like, how long have they really been dating? Like, do they really know each other? Do they really even respect each other? Because if they did, that would have never went down on the gram.
Like, I don't feel like they had a solid enough foundation.
Yeah, I don't feel like there was nothing there, like, significant. Like,
it's like if you both, I feel like even now, like, we're regular people and we work, like, we have full-time jobs. So if you date somebody else with a full-time job, it's hard to sync up like schedules and spend time. Now imagine if you're famous and you're on tour and you got a show. How much bonding do y'all really have together? You know what I mean? For y'all to really build a solid enough foundation to even decide to have a baby together. Just because y'all going on trips and having fun, so you feel like, oh, this is great, this is my partner. Are they really?
And not to mention, one of them is already a parent.
Right. Yeah. He is. And it's like, how is he treating that one? Because you got to look at that too. So I don't know. I don't think they know better just based off.
It's probably one of them situations where it's like, we both got money, so what? You know what I'm saying? Because if you going in there raw, unprotected, and you just reckless, you not pulling out of nothing, obviously you being reckless because you have the money to take care of everybody, but money doesn't solve all problems.
Didn't we talk about that? It was like, does money give you the right to be an asshole? Like, does money give you a right to act like you have a certain type of entitlement? And I feel like for a lot of people, like when you got money, you really don't stress about nothing. You're super carefree. It's like, oh, I could take care of it.
Financially.
Yeah, financially. Yeah, of course. But yeah, so anyway, we got super off topic.
What did y'all learn from that? Did y'all learn anything from that?
That he's showed that he's a narcissist. It's not even just the fact that what he did to Danileigh. It's like, look at the woman that he's, I guess, his main girl, his main chick.
Right.
So you put this on blast that you got this girl, she's your side chick, you're in bed with her,
and you're coming in,
and you're putting it on the internet, like you know what I'm saying? Like, who does that? Like, if this is your side chick, why are you even putting her on the internet?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It makes no sense. So now, what is your main girl supposed to think when you're doing that? So you
but
just
the main
have
girl is still fighting over him with Danny, and it's just like
you have no regard for.
I wouldn't want to be associated with that situation.
Correct.
Like,
so that just shows that he has complete disregard for either one of their emotions at all. So yeah, I think he's definitely to blame for a lot of it. And you know, as your young women, they're blinded by love.
Yeah.
And who knows what her hormones are like. She just had a baby 3 months ago.
Postpartum.
You know what I mean?
Hello.
She's in a state of mind. I mean, her emotions are everywhere. You know, she's trying to figure out how to raise this child, dealing with another woman and other kids.
And she sold her house to move in with him.
Correct.
And now he's just gonna kick her out. Yeah. And then it was just like, all right, get out. And it's like, what the fuck? Get out. It's 3-something in the morning. And you're telling me to get out? My baby's here. Like, what do you... That's hard to process. That's really hard to process. And
knowing, like, for her, if she goes on the internet for the past year or 2 years or whatever, it's all like, oh, the baby's gonna treat you like shit. The baby's gonna, screw you over. He's gonna do all this stuff.
I'm sorry. I thought you said, when you said the baby, I thought you meant her baby.
He's gonna do all this thing to you now. You know what I'm saying? So she has to even have that in the back of her head. Like, she's trying to probably prove to everyone, like, no, this can work. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can do this. So it's like more on top of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
On to the next.
But
on to the. Well, you have something else to say?
What I was gonna say, him. I don't. I'm not mad at him for recording it, but he could have just recorded it and put it on his phone. You can
like
just record
to have it as protection.
As your own protection. There's
like
nothing
the whole
wrong with
world
that.
didn't have to see it.
The whole world didn't. You don't have to go on Instagram Live.
Yeah,
you can record it, and when the cops do show up, like, listen, this is what it was. Here it is. Why do I need to see it? I don't need to see that.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what goes on in your bedroom with you and your girl. That's what the problem is. Like, yes, you can record to protect yourself, but you don't need to show everyone that shit.
And he didn't have to say half the shit he said in the video either.
Yeah.
Like the whole side chick thing.
He said, I done skeeted in the wrong one.
Yeah, like, come on. That was wild.
I'm not gonna lie, I threw my phone when I seen that.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, you done skeeted in apparently the wrong ones, plural, because it's not like this is a one-time thing.
Yeah,
right.
It's like the first time.
Keep doing it.
You know? That's what, so like with him, there's certain people, you know how someone has like a bad moment or something, but when it's like a trend of you just in the news for doing bad things, like, are you a fucking bad person, or is it just like these little moments that keep adding up? Like, you know what I mean? So you gotta have some self-reflection and looking at yourself.
I don't think he does things for clout, and it's like, all right, he don't do things for clout, but he's still getting clout off the dumb shit he's doing.
Yeah.
So it's like, it seems like it's too much dumb shit. One after the other. It's like you're not really learning your lesson the first couple times.
And that's when I said, like, some people feel like when they have money, they're invincible. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah, and that's what it seems like with him.
Just buy themselves out of any situation with the money that they got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So prayers to them.
Word.
All right, so we're going to get into our Make It Make Sense topic. And this week we are discussing the Metaverse. All right, so I was asking you guys if you ever heard of it, and only Anthony heard of it. So you had never heard of this before.
I mean, I was hearing like that.
I heard little things.
They was hearing about changing Facebook.
Yeah.
The title.
To Meta.
To Meta. Mm-hmm. And I was reading up some, like, just bits on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, about the whole virtual reality.
Yeah, same.
All right, so I'm going to play a short little 1 minute, and we can watch it. That briefly explains it before we get into the questions.
To sum it up, the metaverse can be thought of as an immersive 3D virtual world where people can communicate, collaborate, and interact with all of the things within it. This will be facilitated by virtual reality technology, which will replace the current vehicle for online life, your phone. Brain implants or devices that stimulate your senses may be used to simulate real-life sensations too. This will be complemented by a collection of virtual worlds that can be visited as easily as any app on your phone, or even stretch into the real world with augmented reality. You may have already experienced early versions of the metaverse, though, through video games or social media. But as time goes on, access into these alternate worlds will become more seamless and likely more vibrant than the world we currently live in. Even more interesting, though, may be how these worlds could eventually be structured into a complete personalization for the user.
Okay. So that's a little gist. So basically, it's like it's like a virtual reality, right? Okay, cool. So we got that down. And we know that Facebook is creating their own version, but I think Microsoft is going to have their own brand of it too.
You know, once one comes out,
of course,
a bunch of different ones.
So
Microsoft, Amazon will be next. Google,
Amazon, definitely. I'm
Google.
surprised Google didn't do this first. Honestly,
all of them will have something.
I think, matter of fact, don't Google own Facebook or something like that? Or no?
Does it? I'm not sure.
I know.
I'm not sure.
It's
I'm
probably
not sure.
YouTube.
But they actually have these already. Like, I don't know if you guys play or heard of Roblox, Fortnite, Minecraft. Do you guys play any of those?
No.
But like it's for the younger kids. But so he wants to. So Mark Zuckerberg said he wants to get this going within the next 5 to 10 years. And then it's like, apparently you could do so much. Like we could essentially go on vacations together without even having to meet up, really, because you could go anywhere you want in the world, and you just tell somebody to meet you there, and y'all just like go. You could essentially go on a date in the metaverse. You could work in the metaverse if you're working from home.
You take
like your office will be there, and you'll be able to phone in your boss, and your boss could jump into the universe.
That's
meet
one
with you.
advantage. That's one advantage.
Is it?
Oh, just that, because say you don't want to go to work, you know what I'm saying? But all the other stuff, I feel like it takes away from the actual live experience.
Yes.
Like I want to get on a plane and go to Europe and go to all these other
Takes
places.
away from the human experience.
The human experience.
Like, you know, and that's my thing against it. It's like they've been trying to make us turn us into computer. I feel like they've been trying to turn us into computers for so long. It's like, bro, I'm not with it.
It's like you're cheating.
I wasn't made to be a computer.
You're cheating like, I don't know, you're cheating life.
You're cheating yourself.
Yeah.
Cheating yourself.
Because at the end of the day, all right, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that old Pixar movie. It's called WALL-E.
Yeah.
Yes.
See how everybody's overweight from just sitting in one spot. They trying to do that. I'm not with it. Nah, I gotta be active.
I think it's also just another like divisive thing. Because now I start thinking, right? And for obvious reasons why I'm thinking this way.
Okay.
All right. So now, if you could go anywhere you want in the world, maybe some people may be really into that and may stop traveling. They may stop getting on planes or getting on trains to go places, right? So now the prices are going to rise, airline flights. So now people like us who want to travel, we probably won't be able to afford it. Or we have to save mad money.
I feel like
because the demand is going to be low, so the price is going to go high. Because now they got to make more money off this little that they get.
The prices are going to go down.
No.
And then we're not going to travel.
It's not going to be
people
one
just
of those.
Stay where they want to be.
The airline industry is just going to crash. So there's not going to be any flights anywhere.
No flights anywhere.
So that's what's going to happen, because if there's no demand and it's so low, the cost to operate these planes
and
is not
it's
going to add
to
up.
keep people where they like. You're in America. That's it.
Because if you think about it, compare it to this, right? Remember back in the day, we all grew up in the 90s, so Blockbuster was a thing. Netflix came out and took over.
Yeah.
Now I can watch every rental movie on my TV without having to insert any cassette or a VHS or disc.
DVD.
I don't need any of that. So that's what that's doing. So it eliminated the entire home rental industry by doing that. So that's essentially what will happen.
Yeah.
If I can go on vacation from sitting at home, well, why the freak do they need planes? Why would they need planes like that?
Right.
You know? So that's gonna
So
crush
it's just
that industry.
that's why I'm thinking. I'm like,
Commercial
we're really
flying.
not gonna be like.
Yeah, they trying to take away the human experience.
It's over.
It's
fuck diversity. Fuck being exposed to other cultures. No, we're gonna show you what we want you to see, and that's it.
And it's gonna be controlled.
It's gonna be
because now we know that you're home 24/7 doing this. We know what you're doing. and like we know your whereabouts, your home all the time. You
And
have no
they could
reason to
pay
be out.
attention.
Like, nah, I'm good.
They could pay attention to every single thing that you're doing too.
Like they already do it.
Yeah.
And like you said, like it's controlled. All right, one day, let's say that you try to go on there, but you have like you on house arrest or something. They can limit what you can do on it. Like it's too controlled.
Is there even gonna be laws in this world?
Eventually.
There's gonna eventually be regulations and things, of course. What I was gonna say. So one thing I think about when Mark Zuckerberg was talking about in a video, what he was saying is he made an emphasis to talk about early in the video about security and protecting people's information.
Yeah.
So one major concern about Facebook is how much leaked information, like how many, like my Facebook got hacked, like people loses those things, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's a huge thing. Like who's gonna put their trust in all their information into like these corporations, because like they want you to be able to buy and sell merchandise on there. So now I have to put on my bank info, or I can get paid through there and I have to trust. So it's a lot of trust. So that's something that's a concern as well. Like who's putting that much faith into these corporations? Like I don't even have like Google Pay or Apple Pay. I don't even have that shit on my phone.
Yeah, but you know what?
Yeah,
They'll find a way to force your hand so you have no choice
To get it.
Oh, correct.
And you're never gonna trust it, but you have no choice at this point.
Correct.
And that's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be.
Kind of like your phone when it kind of like forces you to do the update.
Yeah.
Your phone start fucking up, and then when you do the update, your phone works good for one day, and then the next day it's just like it's acting up. Like it's not even the same. It's doing shit that it never did before.
Right, and also like all the misinformation. Like look how people,
Forces you to get
how many
the new
people
phone.
were like with the last election, like with Trump and everything. How many people believed shit they read on Facebook and believed it was fact? Like just some stupid ass quote that someone made up in the basement of their house or something, and they just put it on the internet. People believed it. Like there's one famous one where there's a quote that Trump said. It's a quote, but he didn't actually say it. Where if I run for president, I'll be a Republican because they'll believe anything. It's a thing that people say Trump said, but he never even said it. But it's like it's a fake quote that even people that are Democratic will run with that shit. And every time I see it, I'm like, yo, he didn't even say that shit.
Right.
And I don't even like the dude, but I know he didn't say it. And you can do shit like that so easily in these online universe, and people don't.
That's crazy.
People don't know how to separate
They don't do their own research.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
You know what I'm
They'll
saying?
just eat up anything. Like
And for someone like me who's been on the internet for so long, from like early days of internet, when I see people falling for shit like that, I'm just like, how is that even possible? Like, y'all don't do any fact check on anything.
Whenever they see it on Instagram, if
That's their source.
if it's on the Shade Room,
That's
Baller
their
Alert,
source.
or any of them other joints, say cheese, or
That's
matter
their
of
source.
fact, better yet, academics.
oh my
with,
god.
with the younger dudes,
Yeah.
anything academics post is what it is.
Yeah. That's news.
Like, I don't know if y'all have noticed this, but I have at least like 5 people right now on my Instagram, well, friends still, that had their Instagram pages hacked, and they're like DM for like the Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But that's like kind of the same thing. Like, how can you protect against all of this kind of type of stuff? It's, I don't know. It just opens the world to
Kind of
possibilities.
out of your control.
You know,
I be getting them in my DMs. I block them.
all day.
I hit them with an SMD and block.
But, all right, so getting back to what you were saying, because I want to make this a lighter thing too, because I feel like I don't want to be paranoid about it either, because we don't know anything about it yet, and I don't want to put like a bad thing out there. So I just want to lighten the mood with it. When you were like, oh, like it's kind of lit, like if you don't go into work, you could just meet up with your boss at home. But it's like that makes me too available for work. Like now I used to like the excuse of like, oh, it's a snow day, no work, because I work in a school, right? Or even when we working whatever, like you work outside, you don't have to go because they know you work outside. You're not about to be in a snowstorm.
Facts.
So it's like you have that excuse and they give you that. But now, like even with the pandemic, I work in a school and it's just like now we have to meet up virtually. So even on a snow day, you still are expected to work because now you know how to work.
But
using Zoom.
That would only apply for like people like with office type
But now,
jobs.
for office type jobs.
Because if you're doing like jobs like
Manual stuff.
like
Construction.
But this is
physical
gonna
things
do-
like
this is gonna change that. I feel like this is even gonna change like grocery shopping, right? Like they may have a Metaverse grocery store, and you walk in this supermarket, you pick everything out digitally, and then they just ship everything to you. so you don't even have to fucking.
Nah, I got it.
You'll just get it that same day.
I gotta see it.
He said that you could bring things from the physical universe.
That I didn't get how. Because how are those two worlds gonna meet? Through pair of glasses. It's very weird. But whatever. We'll see how that goes. I guess.
Because if that be the case, I'll put myself somewhere with $1 million and then just start doing this and the metaverse it. It's supposed to be real. I bet. Say less.
But like even the supermarket thing, doesn't Amazon have a supermarket that doesn't have like employees? You just go in and you pick the stuff items. Yeah. And it's like
self-checkout.
Kind of. It's I forgot the fuck. I think it's Amazon who has the supermarket like that.
Oh, I don't know. I only know Amazon Fresh.
It is. I think it is Amazon.
There's a couple Amazon stores where it's like they don't have like the traditional. You just go in and get what you want, and like there's so many cameras in the store. It just knows.
You can't steal anything.
Yeah, you can't steal anything. It's just like it knows. Okay, you pick this and got this.
That shit is steal proof.
And it just, I think everything is done like digitally through your phone and everything. So it's like how they do theirs.
You could check out and everything. I think on your phone or something.
Yep, everything goes straight through the phone. Yeah, I think it's Amazon.
No, it's too much with the phone, man. Like,
so how do you feel like this will affect us mentally if we just are confined to our homes for the most part?
Well, right.
Like if we did it.
We seen with the pandemic.
If we all were like with it, right?
I feel like I don't know. It's a blessing and a curse because it's just like you taking away the like I can't even dream anymore. What can I really dream about if I could just like put this goggle on?
Nothing to work for.
Yeah, like it's just and I could just go wherever whatever comes to my mind. Like it's like I don't know.
We have now. They're trying to make us have too many possibilities. I feel like we're too limitless.
I feel like it's gonna, not to be like dark or anything, but I feel like it's gonna lower the life expectancy. Because now people are gonna be active.
Sedentary.
More people, like you already have people who are lazy that don't want to leave that. Like if they didn't have to leave their house, they wouldn't do anything.
Right.
This is just making me want to get outside more now, like and enjoy whatever,
for real,
whatever is left.
Like,
but you got to think. Not even to make it even more darker, like just if you
this
know.
This is the dark episode.
If you know, wait, hold on, because my mind is turning now. So imagine just you knowing that everybody's on that same type of time. Everybody's doing the same shit. Whole world is quiet. What do you think people is gonna do eventually?
What?
Like, you don't think people's gonna start robbing people? How would you know if you're getting robbed if you're in this world?
You are getting robbed of of your life, essentially.
Yo, listen,
just
man.
In there
I watch movies.
You come out of that world, you see your TV, everything is gone.
Like somebody snuck into your apartment, you didn't even.
Not even snuck in. They just walked through the front door.
Like I watch movies in some way, somehow. Like certain movies, certain things that they put in movies, it came to pass.
Yeah.
And The Matrix is definitely one of them. So.
I never seen The Matrix.
Word?
I always thought it was boring. I didn't get it.
Well, watch The Matrix now.
Maybe now because I'm an adult. No, like I used to try. It would be on TV.
You thought it was boring? The Matrix,
but I didn't understand it.
The Matrix is responsible for the reason why action films are the way they are today, with all the slow motion and everything.
So one thing is, so say for example, right, Denzil, you had a strong belief about something. What the metaverse could do is it's gonna, you know how we have algorithms now with social media?
Yeah.
That algorithm is going to keep feeding you that information that you want to see to like further your beliefs, and it can narrow your mind to other kind of things. So like say like politics. If your sole like belief is like you're pro-life, pro-choice, or whatever it is, you're just always gonna see things on there that's gonna be catered to that, and it won't allow you to have another perspective on something else. So it might like distort your reality on certain things, giving you super biased content, and just to keep you engaged. You know, it's gonna feed what's the thing like endorphins in your mind. So it's like a drug. It's gonna keep you engaged on that thing that makes you happy and that you love a lot. So that's something that can happen with it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that to happen though.
But you know what? That's what they do now. The logarithm is that.
Correct.
So even on Instagram, based off the posts you pause at, like they see how long you stood stuck on that post.
That is true.
And what's grabbing your attention, and it keeps feeding you that. That's why you always have those recommendations, because those are some of their pages.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't like any of it, but I'd prefer that than have something plugged up
Yeah.
in my
Because at least I
mind,
have
you know.
This
control.
I could put down.
I have control.
I could turn
too.
that off. I could
Like,
delete
if I
the whole
see-
app. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I have control.
Exactly. I have
That's
control.
different.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good on it.
Yeah.
Certain things should just be left in movies and on
Yeah.
TV. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's like the movie I was telling you, Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I was saying that today, like to somebody at work. I was like, "Yo, that's what they trying to do. They trying to make us everything like Ready Player One."
Yeah.
Like dudes had like a whole goddamn clan of people from that they never met
In real life.
Yeah, it's like he won like virtual money. You know what I mean? He got it in real life, but it was still like all this stuff was attained virtually. So it's crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, enough about that because that got dark. All right. So this actually can lead into this next topic. So do you think people are better at creating things or destroying things? First of all, whose question was this? Because I didn't come up with this.
Yeah.
Was it you?
Who's? Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
I think so.
All right. So like, what was the reason? Like, what made you think of this?
It's a good question though.
It's a good question, but I'm just interested how you like thought of this.
I'll compare it to like a relationship, right?
Okay.
So we can even talk about like how Dababy and Danileigh. So do you think like someone that like Dababy, right, wants to have a happy build something with someone, a happy relationship, or does he love that toxic shit and always destroying anything good that every time like there's some good positive energy around him, it seems like some negative shit he just does something into, so like, you know what I mean, that's what it's kind of like. Are we better at just building like happy lives for ourselves, or are we better at destroying this shit? You know, some people like can't get right, they cheddar box and shit, they're gonna fucking shoot themselves in the leg, they can't get out their own way.
I think it's really, that's not a one size fits all thing. I feel like it depends on the person, because some people are great at creating things and really do want to build, and they do that because that's where their mindset is at, that's what they want to do,
Right.
and other people are kind of built to destroy.
So Joe Budden, build to destroy or build to create?
See, he's best of both. I feel like
He's good at creating, but once he starts
also
getting
really good at destroying.
once he starts getting to a certain level of success,
He
and
don't mind destroying it
he
all.
destroys
he
everything.
destroys it.
You
But
know,
his ego gets in the way a lot, and he's
But is
also
it-
he says he's a narcissist too.
and he can't accept the fact that he's doing well with something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some people
'Cause
just
even
can't
his
see that.
relationships,
When
yeah.
you start doing well, it's like, oh, this is, maybe they're scared of that success, and it's like, wait, I gotta come back and kill it.
Maybe.
So that's what it was.
I feel like.
But then there's other people who are very like, look at, I mean, I hate to put them against each other, but Charlemagne looks like he's thriving and he's very successful.
And do
But
you
that's
ever-
why I said it depends on the person.
And I'm glad you brought Charlemagne up, because Charlemagne always says he loves Joe Budden, but he knows Joe Budden's gonna self-destruct. No matter, he always will say like he can't get out of his own way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's.
What do you guys think?
As humans, I feel like we equally great at both creating and destroying. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You look at civilization. Look how much civilizations we created before, and how many we destroyed.
Yeah. In order to create, you have to destroy.
So we're equally just as
Wait,
great.
isn't that your boy's? That's his clothing line. Create, destroy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is.
that's crazy.
It is.
He
That
has
is
a friend
crazy.
and he has a clothing line called Create, Destroy.
That is crazy.
Shout out to you.
Word.
Yeah, so yeah, we're equally both great at creating and destroying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we have to create something in order to destroy it.
I don't know.
And you have to destroy things.
You have to, because all right, to
No,
destroy
no.
a relationship, that relationship had to be formed. It had to be created.
That is
Yeah.
true. That is true. Okay.
To destroy a building, it had to be put together brick by
You
brick.
may not
and by
always. I
foundation.
guess it's also different based on what you're destroying. Like if you're destroying everything, or if you just destroy like your career, or just your relationships. Like maybe you're successful at creating and everything else but a relationship, or the other way around. You're great at relationships, but you just suck at everything else. So it could depend too. You know what I mean?
And then it depends on how you perceive it too. Like
Explain.
you may see somebody that's always fucking up, and it seems like they're always in the way. But it might have been like some behind the scenes shit that happened that might have like a domino
like
effect.
something always keeps.
He might have just been in the wrong place at the wrong time.
That's
and
true.
you just kept seeing.
Some people are like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Unfortunately,
yeah.
like they just always like something's always happening to them, and it's really not their fault.
Mm-hmm.
The timing is just off.
It's just
Yeah.
off for whatever reason. Yeah. Did that answer your question, or no?
Nah, that was just a.
Oh, okay.
That's fine.
That was a good one though.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you, Pinterest.
You got that from Pinterest? All right, so this next topic is about Kendall Jenner. So she's getting hate for wearing a cutout dress at a wedding. So this was the dress, so y'all could see it. So she wore that to a wedding. And then Denzil, you asked a good question. Should we be telling people how to dress to our events if we invite them?
I mean, like, certain events, it's like what's understood doesn't need to be explained.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
So if Kylie Jenner came like this to your wedding, like maybe she was like your best friend, obviously, because you would invite a close friend to your, or any close friend. If a close friend of yours wore that,
I'm gonna tell you, you're wildin'.
yes,
Why would you do that if you
Right.
know me? Like,
Right.
why would you do that?
right,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, what's understood doesn't have to be explained. Like, you know better. So,
But they needed the explanation.
Nah, they didn't need an explanation. I feel like they did it purposely. Because if it's
That's how I
somebody
feel.
who's close to you that knows you as a person,
That's how I feel.
they know your triggers, they know
Yeah.
what you're cool with, what you
Right.
will allow, what you won't allow,
Right.
and then they do something like that, knowing that you're gonna be like, "Yo, what the hell are you doing?"
Yeah.
It's intentional.
Yeah. I feel like, I mean,
You want to be seen.
can you read the room, bro? Like, it's like I invited you to an event. Like, you knew, you know what event this is, and that's what you chose to wear. It's like, what point are you trying to make? Like, are you trying to like stir some shit up? Like, what? Like, I
Has
don't
that
understand.
happened to y'all
Like,
with your guy friends?
nah.
Where like maybe it was your birthday, because I feel like this happens with girls. That's why I'm asking. Maybe it was your birthday, and of course you want to be the flyest person because it's your birthday. But then you feel like they tried to upstage you that day.
Upstage me by
Upstage
like,
you. Maybe dressing better, or maybe like still trying to put the spotlight on them. Like it's your day, but they're still trying to take the shine.
oh nah.
See, that don't happen with men, but with
And then
women that
even if-
happens all the time.
Even if so, like as men, I don't even think we pay attention to that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
It's like
Okay.
if you just so happen to be flyer than me, like that's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want you to shine on my day. I want all of us to look fly together. So I don't care if you flyer than me, because I know I'm gonna come correct. You know what I'm saying?
That's because women dress to impress women.
yeah.
Yeah.
Men.
It's
don't-
more of a
men just-
competition for them.
It's more
like,
likely that a
whatever.
girl would
Yeah.
try to upstage another girl, even if they know that it's that girl's birthday.
Because all of us are.
Because it's like, I don't want her to look better than me, but it's like, it's not your day.
You know what's crazy? You would see that as kids, as babies. You would see that with girls.
Yeah.
I seen a clip of
Me
like
and my
a little
cousin
girl.
used to be like that.
I seen a clip of two little girls. It was like the younger sister's birthday. The older sister or like sibling, whatever, came and just like blew her candles out right as she was about to do it.
Yeah.
She pulled her hair.
Yeah. Pull their hair, or they like shove the.
I was
the
like,
head in
yo,
the
what
cake.
the fuck?
Yeah. So
From young.
I feel like some people, all right, the same way like you said, your friends should know you, and they should know that like you wouldn't appreciate them coming to your spot like that. I feel like you should also know your friends, right? So like I would know which friend is just the extra one. So then it's like, if I know we're going to a place where you got to be a little more reserved or respectful, I'm gonna be like, all right, like we're gonna be around these type of people. Don't wear like the low cut. Like try to wear something decent. Like I'm gonna say that. Because I just feel like I already know how they would come if I didn't say something. So I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with a heads up.
I don't
sometimes.
know. I feel like another way too, you could look at it like, to play devil's advocate, like why would she wear that knowing that the person would feel some type of way? Like what if the person didn't even care? What if she showed up to the reception?
Some people don't care.
What if she showed up to the reception and like they just twisted it and said she showed up to the wedding like that?
Yeah,
Like
exactly. That
Could have been.
there's always some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like
could've
I
been.
don't see why someone would go to a wedding like that.
And also, I be saying this, man. Stop judging rich people by our standards.
Yeah.
They don't live our life.
Yeah,
We don't
yeah.
live their
That's
life.
a really good point.
Like, we can't understand what they go through. They don't give a fuck. They rich. They just do what they want
They
to do.
can afford to do whatever the fuck.
I don't even think they pay attention.
They don't.
Like when their name is in the media, they're not even like.
No,
When their
of
name is
course,
in the
I
media,
think so.
I
they're
don't
putting their
think-
name in the media.
I don't
They do
think
it
they
purposely.
care that much. Like it's not affecting them.
I feel like that definitely like crossed her eye for sure.
Yeah, but is it affecting her? I don't think so.
I think she did it for that reason.
Yeah, like she knew what she was doing when she
Yeah.
took the picture. So I feel like, yeah, that's true. But
And
so
look
you don't
who did
think
it.
we should be? Oh no, what were we gonna say?
I was like, look who did it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you don't think we should? Because I don't remember. Like, what was our answer? Should we be telling people or no? Just let people do what they do.
I mean,
I feel like you shouldn't have to.
You shouldn't have to, but I feel like you should sometimes.
it depends.
Depends on the person.
It depends. Like, all right, if we going somewhere and it's like, yo, bro, like, they not gonna let us in. They not gonna let us in with Timbs or ripped jeans. That's
Or
different.
fitted.
That's different.
Or,
Yeah.
That's different.
Okay.
But if I invite you to a wedding,
You should know.
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Now, if you don't know, I'm gonna
Because
be
if somebody
looking at you
invite me
like,
to a
what?
wedding, I'm not going there with Balmain jeans with the rips in it, with Balenciagas
Right.
or with a chain. I'm not doing
Right.
that. Like,
Fitted.
who's going to a wedding like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to like you dress for the club or something.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like,
Yeah. All right. Well, next one is a text message. So, some guy posted and he said this was the second time she ghosted me after planning a date. This time I didn't give her a chance to reschedule. So this is I'm just gonna read it briefly. So the girl said, "Hello, sorry I had a bit of an emergency yesterday to do with a friend, but all is good. Sorry I didn't get a chance to text and let you know. Was really looking forward to see you. I hope you had a good day anyway, and I've got next Sunday off if you want to come over. Hi," and then he said, "Hi, hope it all went well. I'm gonna have to say no, sadly, but I'm always happy to be friends." And he was nice. He put like a little emoji. So she responded and
Little
she
smiley
said,
emoji.
"I had a feeling you'd say that. People do have lives, Thomas, and I'm sorry I couldn't be around yesterday. If you're like this, then it wouldn't have worked anyway. I'm afraid. I'm not up for being your friend. I really did fancy going on dates with you, but it's no worries at all." So basically, he cut her off because this was the second time that she ghosted him.
Mm-hmm.
So my question for this was,
Go for it.
was he too quick to cut her off? Yes or no?
No.
No,
nah.
Explain.
he respected his time.
Yeah.
Okay,
She
he respected
didn't.
his time.
And it's
I don't
not-
feel like women be respecting their time. Because I feel like a girl would probably do like another 5 rounds of that before it'll be like,
And especially if he's the one that's making initiation, like,
Yeah.
making a date and everything, like, and you constantly like standing him up, like, it's, you know.
It's like she ghosted him for the day. If you had an emergency, a simple text, it only takes a couple seconds to send that. You know what I'm saying? Like nowadays, people's phones are in their hands 24/7.
There's no
You're not
reason.
gonna tell me no
Yes.
bullshit.
I
Yeah.
hate
You
the
couldn't just
lies.
you couldn't just. Oh, you could. Yo, I can't make it. I got an emergency.
Right, that's it.
Cool.
It's just consideration.
Don't have me here like getting ready and all of that. Going to go get a cut when I could have waited a day or two.
Making
You know what I'm
reservations.
saying?
You could have just chilled. You could have made other plans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, not for real though. Like,
It's just that right.
it's just the common courtesy, or you could have like.
Yes.
If it's not the, I don't
I felt
really.
that. I felt that in my spirit.
I don't think it's too much of the point that she goes like she didn't go on the date. It's
Mm-hmm.
like you just ignored
how you
me for
handle
the
it.
whole day. Like you didn't even like let me. You waited till the next day to let me know what was going on. You could
Yeah.
have said that the day of.
Yeah.
So I coulda
Wasted
made
my
other-
day.
Yeah, and time is something that you can't get back. There's no refunds on that.
Right.
So there will be no second chance. Well,
also-
technically,
I mean, that
he gave
was
her
the second
chance.
chance.
Gave her the second
Yeah,
chance.
so there will be no
Second chance
third
right
chance
there.
for her, basically.
And what she said, like, fuck her, because she's talking about, oh, people do have lives. Yes, bitch, you made me fucking wait for how long?
I wasted
Yeah,
my
so
time.
you didn't care about my life.
You didn't care about, so
I
what
got-
are we even talking about? Like, why am I even, I gave you 2 opportunities. I went out my way, made plans, tried to work out,
Right.
and then no. Like, that don't make no sense, you know?
Word, like it's 24 hours in the day.
Correct.
And I planned the whole 24-hour day around you, and you ain't even have the courtesy to let me know that you couldn't
It's
make
the
it.
lack of consideration that really gets to me. Like,
And-
I
and
really
effort.
don't like that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
Because like you said, even a simple text to let him know, that's effort right there.
Yeah, like,
There's so many
alright,
ways you
cool.
could have reached out, like voice note, text.
A voice note. If you don't want to text, yo, I can't see you today. I got an emergency. All right, done. And then you explain the
Now
other
you
another
could text
time.
with
But
Siri. Like, it's no excuse, bro.
it's no excuse. So I feel like when people be like, oh, I just was this or that, it's like bullshit. Because you be on your phone all the time
Yeah.
doing other shit.
That's
We
definitely
take our
happened to me
phones with us
before.
every.
shit.
Yo, I don't leave a room without my phone. Like I'm
Word?
always like,
Nah, I be.
I throw
if
my
I'm out-
I throw my phone down.
if
Sometimes.
I'm out,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got my phone.
Yeah,
But like,
I
yeah,
was
at
just
home, of
like
course.
that. The crib though, my shit can stay in the room. I go somewhere else. I'm saying.
I'm making it a point to like not be on Instagram for so long either. Like just
Yeah.
quick,
I gotta be doing something productive.
quick, put it down. Like that's it. But yeah, so that was that on that. So fuck her, basically.
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch.
Word.
Especially you in the talk. You're just in the talking stage, bro. You can't even talk. You know what I
Facts.
mean?
Like that's the whole
Have you
point.
ever gone through this with somebody?
Yeah.
We all have.
But
Of course. That's
Yeah.
simple.
People just acting.
Like,
But a lot of
that-
people feel like I don't owe them because we're in the talking stage. I don't owe them the courtesy text or the courtesy phone call.
But that's like,
So don't
like,
waste my time and accept the invite.
yeah. You know
Tell
what I
me
mean?
no
Just-
from the go.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all it is. Like you want if he was out, right? Say if he went out and then she accidentally bumped into him and he was with another girl, how is she gonna feel about? Like she like, oh shit, like she's gonna feel maybe feel a certain way.
Like a toiga.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, she'd have felt a certain way. So it's like, and not even to say that she was with someone else, but it's just shit.
Yeah.
Some kind of common courtesy, yo. Like
Nah,
just
it's
be
true.
real, straight up.
Simple text.
that's all.
I didn't ask for an essay, a paragraph. Just yo, something came up. I can't make it.
Or like
Copy.
that's like just like when people ghost each other like just randomly out of nowhere too. It's like, yo, you don't gotta just be like, yo, I'm not feeling you, and like go
And
separate
then
ways.
you had the nerve
You
to say
feel me?
afterwards, like, "Oh, I really wanted to go on a date with you. Like, I don't really want to be your
See,
friend.
yeah.
If you
honestly,
really wanted to go,
you
you
know
would
what-
have reached out.
You know what?
Yeah.
If I was him,
Stop.
all right. If he was
man.
feeling the chick, I would have did this. I would have said, you know what?
You set up
Cool.
a date.
You set up.
Yeah.
Let me know what you want to
Where to
do.
meet up. Yeah.
I'll be there, kind of thing. Now the ball is in your court. Now you gotta
Yeah.
prove to me. I didn't set shit up twice already. You let me down.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be there 100%. Now just let me know.
Right.
You pick the place where we want to go eat or whatever the event is. That's it. So she would have had to prove to me
Right.
that way. Because if
And,
not,
and if she fuck up after that, like you're done. Don't
You know what I
even.
mean?
Don't
And I'm
even,
not coming to get you neither. You gotta meet me at the spot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We meeting up there.
Bars.
Facts. You lost the privilege of me coming to
Facts.
scoop you up.
Oh,
You
y'all
gotta
ain't got
meet me
back
there.
right now.
yo, it's the whole thing.
Nah,
That's
not for real though.
Because that's
Nah,
what it
it's
be.
good. I like
Because
it.
it's like
I like
yo,
it.
like me coming to get you, like that's still me going out of my way.
Yeah.
It's time for you to go out your way. So
Right,
you meet
show.
me there. And you, matter of fact, hit me when you there, and I meet you.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't make her pick you up?
No.
What if she don't got
meet
a
her
car?
Nah, you gotta
spot.
pick me up. Just
Okay.
like Kadeem said, yeah, we can meet.
All right.
Meet there.
We can meet there, especially it's a first date. I think
I don't
people,
even need you
a lot
to
of
know where I
times on
live right
first
now.
dates, I think people
I think
should
on the first
meet.
date you should meet there
should.
because you don't really know who this person is.
Yeah,
Yeah, get
that's
in their
a good-
car, like
Yeah.
yeah. All right, so that's that. All right, so the last topic. This was yours, I think. Is it mandatory to be cool with your significant other's friends?
That was me too.
That was you too?
Yeah, that was-
Oh
That was
shit.
me.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
yeah,
Put
that
all the
was
shit in
him.
there.
Do you want your significant other to be cool with your friends? How friendly is too friendly? All right, so first, is it mandatory? No, I don't
Nah,
think it's
It's
mandatory.
not mandatory. That's kind of strong.
Like mandatory?
Strong.
Like
Word.
friends with my friends, like how?
See, there's levels.
Because
Nah,
I'm saying,
not
like,
too friendly.
because at the end of the day, like my friends are my friends.
Right.
Yeah.
Your friends are your friends.
They should
Because
only
if
be
it comes a time where
associates.
we gotta break up, you're not gonna be conversing with my homies.
Yeah.
Like that's a dub. Like you
Yeah.
clip once we clipped
You
they
clip from everything.
Word.
Yeah.
Vice versa though. Like like I'm not gonna be trying to talk to none of your
Nah.
Right,
friends and
right,
none of that.
right.
Like,
Nah.
That don't look right.
To be honest, I'm not even really like in me just period like in previously dating too. I'm not really about to be friends with your. You know what I'm saying? Like I have my friends already.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just weird.
Cause then, no, you don't need to be friends with my friends.
Yeah.
Cause then, y'all don't need to have each other's number. Like no, excommunicano.
I don't believe it is mandatory to be cool with your significant other's friends because, I mean, you would want to be. So when you guys go out, your birthday parties, and the more the merrier or whatever, you will want to be cool with her friends because this is someone, you know what I'm saying, you got love for. But there's some of her friends or some of their friends you're not going to be cool with. And some of your friends, he not going to be cool with. So, you don't have to be cool with all of them, but I mean, I'm sure you'll be cool with some people and you guys will get along, but I don't think you have to be cool with them. It's just, you like this person, you love this person, they got friends, why wouldn't you want to be friends with their friends? But of course, You know, there's some people I'm sure in the group that you're not gonna agree with, but you don't have to be cool with them.
I mean, I get it in some cases. Like if, like, say,
I feel like if it was an amicable breakup, because I'm gonna just speak like, hello, we are still cool. Like, you're cool with my friends. You know what I mean?
Worked with Kadeem for fucking
Right, but
10
like,
years.
that's true. But who? All right, but you're more my friend than his friend, though.
Okay, but we still work together, so it's
Right,
not
but
like
y'all don't
still
even
the
gotta
common
be
denominator.
like.
yeah. But I talked to
All right,
him
so Kadeem was a
before.
bad example.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
rid of him. You're cool with him.
Well, I met Denzil doing this with you though.
That's another bad
What are we talking about? here?
Damn, I'm trying to think who else you cool with. Yeah, because everybody else you work with.
So it's like,
Fuck. That is
No,
true.
but that's not the point of the question was like, now if you and I are dating, right? Say Kadeem, we didn't work together, and now you're her friend. Now I have to be your friend just because that's my girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what it's like, yo, you have to be friends with my friends. You know what I mean? Like, kind of thing.
That's
Like,
dumb.
so
I
there's
mean-
people who like that. It's like, oh, he doesn't like my friends, or like, or
They
you know what I
base
mean?
that on whether or not they're gonna stay with the person.
Correct.
Like,
So
oh, he
that's
can't get
what
along
it-
with my friends. I'm gonna leave him.
That's really what the kind of question was saying. It's like,
That's-
Which,
that's
that's
toxic.
a
That's
stretch.
toxic.
because my thing is more so like,
Who are you dating?
yeah, you could be
Right,
You could be
exactly.
cordial. Yes, of course you must be cordial and respectful
Yeah,
towards
yeah.
my friends, and I'm gonna do the same with yours. But at the end of the day, my friends are not your friends. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my friends are not your friends.
No.
Like, when we all together, yeah, we could convert. We all talking. And,
Yeah, it could
and
be a
engaging.
yes.
Like as if we at game night
Yes.
or something. Like,
Yeah.
that's different. Or if we all go out together, that's different. We all know each other. We're familiar.
Like, I think with that, like, I don't want my partner to be stank around my friends when we're together.
That's where
Yeah.
the respectful comes in.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I'm saying?
I want him because to get along with everybody, and then but he don't gotta like reach out
Yeah,
and
'cause
text on this like
y'all
that's
don't
too much.
Y'all don't need to follow each other on social media.
Yeah.
Y'all don't gotta exchange phone numbers. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
No, it's not mandatory. Two, of course, I would love that to be cordial, of course. And hanging out secretly, not letting your significant other know that you're hanging with their friends, that's too friendly. Like, why are you doing that behind your significant other's back?
so that's what
How
the
would you
question is.
feel? How would you feel if your significant other followed, or like your friend followed your significant other after meeting him that first time?
Ooh, if my
Why
my
you-
friends,
why you
thank
doing
God
that?
they wouldn't do that. I said thank God, I wouldn't like it. If my friends followed the person I was dating,
Yeah. Or vice versa.
see, I wouldn't care. Yeah, I wouldn't care vice versa.
You wouldn't
I
care.
think I would be more mad that my friend would
Added-
follow my man and instead of my man.
So you would be cool with your man adding your
Because
friend.
I feel like I take my friendships more sick. My friendships came first. You feel me? So it's like my loyalty and your loyalty is like, it's me and you. We're best friends. We have a foundation already. I just started dating this man, and like relationships are always, people go through relationships in and out. You can never put anything past nobody. So, but when it comes to men, I'm not the type of woman who's gonna put everything into my man if I feel like I have my friendships first, and those should be solid. And thankfully, like, none of my friends have done that. I don't think.
I don't know. I feel like even if you take the relationship shit out of it, like even if I met, like I don't know, like if I met, say like your friends for instance, like no offense, but like if you don't really get to know somebody like other than the times that you're with the person that you met them through, you're not really gonna like be motivated to really like hang
see
out
what
with
you
them.
mean.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, so like maybe if it was different where like, like I was working at Costco, it would be a little different. You know what I'm saying? It would be more comfortable that way. But even in that sense, like I wouldn't be like reaching out to like somebody that I met through my friend,
Right.
because I don't really know them like
Right,
that.
right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
Like
yeah.
that person could be a whole killer. And I'm like associating myself with them like, I chilled with him like.
Yeah, because I don't mean that you know him. If you
Yeah.
chill with me one time, that don't mean you know me.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
don't know shit
like,
about me.
And I'm not about to associate myself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I
I'm
would
not-
have to meet you a few times. But then again, like social media to me is not that serious. Like even if It's just social media, like whatever. They probably got along great. And sometimes just meeting somebody a few times, they could probably build a solid friendship.
Nah, but
would that make you comfortable? Maybe not. But I'm saying, like, it could happen.
But you asked if they followed them after the first meet.
The first meet? Yeah. What if they vibed and they really got along?
That's different. But matter of fact,
and it's like, if I trust my best friend, if she's a girl, whatever, because I feel like that was a question, like girl, guy, whatever. Yeah. It's like I'm gonna trust that my best friend is not trying to fuck my man, and I'm gonna trust that my man isn't trying to fuck my best friend, and if they follow each other, fuck it.
I don't know.
I don't know. Like it's just social media. I don't think they're gonna be like behind my back DMing each other. I don't think they're gonna take it that far.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's that serious.
I believe anything's possible.
Like, anything social is possible. Social media. I don't know. It's like, for me personally, I'm not following my friends.
Me neither. Like me neither.
So I just expect the same.
Yeah.
You know it's never happened, so I don't know.
It's just weird.
I mean, I'm just like
it's different. Like
it might be different for men.
It's more so different that it's like, all right, now y'all been together for some years now, like. Yeah, I know I have to engage with you now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We cool now, but if anything ever goes like south and y'all not together, you know, like you can't.
Yeah.
But that's different then.
I think that's understood too, though.
But if it's like in the early stages and stuff like that, like nah, I'm good. Like.
But yeah, and you see, like I don't think any of us would get involved with somebody where we felt like they would be too friendly with our friends anyway. Like I think if we all were to see that, we'll be like, what the fuck is? Like we would cut that shit early. I feel like. Not everybody would. So I feel like when you do decide or when you have your girlfriend and you have your friends, I think you guys are all going to be on the same level of understanding where we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
And they'll know, like, all right, when we break up, I know I can't reach out to his friends and he's not going to reach out to mine. And it's like something like what you said was understood, don't got to be explained.
Right.
I feel like it's one of those things.
That's a fact. Because that's one thing, like, I ain't never had to talk to my friends about it.
Yeah.
We all know it.
Exactly.
It's like an unspoken rule.
Yeah. And then we all know how we all like we move a certain way.
Yeah.
So we just keep that within the circle.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was it with the topics. We don't have any more.
That's it.
But we got through it.
Yo, I wanted to ask you, right? This is something I was thinking about.
Oh yes. Good.
So recently we found out, young Dolph was killed or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Dolph.
And like I was thinking, like, Charlamagne made a good point. Like he was saying, like, do you, as a successful artist, do you give back and stay around, or do you give back and fall back and just kind of like, lay low, like from where the environment that you grew up? Like, how would you have like dealt with that? Because Dolph was a person that gave back. Everybody knew that, but he was always seen in Memphis. You always see him with his camouflage like vehicles, like all his cars it's the same color. So like it wasn't hard to really like see him, you know what I'm saying? Like how would you have like, you know what I'm saying, like
moved in that situation?
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy you ask, cause like I was just talking to somebody today about that, and I was like, yo, when I'm successful, like if I'm not doing anything for charity or doing anything for like anything charitable or giving back to like my neighborhood, like I'm not coming back. Like for the simple fact that everybody don't love you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know the personalities in my neighborhood. You get what I'm saying? I know how uptown, how we operate and how we think and everything. Like everybody don't love you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when you hang out a lot where you from, you're easy accessible, because it's like, all right, prime example, it could be somebody that I don't really rock with. You get what I'm saying? Just putting myself in those situations. Like it could be somebody that I don't rock with, but
y'all know similar people.
We cool with the same people.
Yeah.
And they might not even like do it intentionally, but he might be like, yo, what you doing today? He be like, yo, I'm about to go up to such and such and go kick it with Deems or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And right there, off of that alone, you potentially you a target. You lined that can be what lined you up in that moment. That person knows, like, I bet. They don't know that the person that gave the information don't know that the person that he's talking to
Right.
It's
has
plotting.
It was
has
innocent.
you know what I'm
Agenda.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like has a hatred towards you.
Yeah.
Because everybody front. Right? So therefore, with that being said, like that person could be like, all right, bet. I know he gonna be down at the mall at this time. All right, so now I'm about to line up a play.
Exactly.
So it's like even with Chinks,
Yeah.
the person that killed him was somebody that was part of his team.
Right.
Everybody who show love to you don't love you. And then because you in your neighborhood and you blinded by that because these are people that you grew up
Exactly.
with.
And you're not expecting them
Exactly. You're
to be on that
blinded
type
to
of
it.
time.
So, I wouldn't.
Be the ones closest to you, man.
And it's crazy because I would love to like be around, but realistically, you just can't.
But there's a good aspect on being around because you got kids that could be looking up to you. They see that, you know what I'm saying. They see that person, like they see you in like the flesh. You know what I'm saying. Like
Yeah, but that's
it's like I don't know. I feel like that hits different opposed to you just not being there. It's like
but that's why I came in.
they're always wondering. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's true, but that's why I also have said like if I'm not doing anything like charitable,
yeah,
like I could be doing a giveaway or throw a basketball,
Yeah.
or do like a pop-up shop for like my merch or whatever the case.
or like a
may be.
back to school like book
You know what I'm
bag
saying? I
drive or
could do
something.
stuff like that where I could be obtainable that way.
So
But as far as like hanging out and just driving around, like
Hanging out in the hood.
nah, I'm not doing that.
I don't blame you.
So what do you think is the difference between like Young Dolph situation or even Nipsey, right? Versus how you see Jadakiss still in his hood, Styles P. Is Styles P still in his hood? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
Cameron,
feel like I drove
Dipset in
past him
general.
earlier.
They don't. They don't
Jim
live.
Jones.
They don't live there. Kids
don't
don't
live
live
there.
on. Kids don't live down like.
But
in
as much
Woburn.
as I rode my bike, I always saw him.
Yeah, he doesn't live there though.
But he just be
goes,
there. But that's what I'm saying. Like he's comfortable going whenever, and he could be there every day. Whereas then you have somebody who went back twice or however many times. I'm sure it wasn't a lot.
Dolph?
Yeah.
Nah,
No,
Dolph was always there.
Oh, he was always
Yeah.
there.
Always.
So like, what do
Everybody
you think
knew
it
that
is?
when he comes to town, like that's where he was going.
So,
to get
The
cookies.
place that he got shot, he promotes that
the cookie shop.
Yeah, he promotes that establishment all the
Okay.
time. So like that's a place that he stops all the time every time he go back to Memphis.
And also, like, Memphis is known for a lot of shootings and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yonkers isn't. We ain't shooting people like the Wild Wild West like that. You know what I mean? It's-
Down there,
it's
you
not.
could go to the store with a
Yeah.
pistol on your hip. Like it's just
It's so crazy how different people live.
apparently.
And then, all right, like, even though Kiss and Styles and Cameron and them, they still in their neighborhood.
They still gotta move a certain way.
A regular person like me can't just walk up to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be people that's gonna be like, yo, what you
Around.
need?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
like I've been in situations where I've seen like somebody who's known in a certain neighborhood, and you can't just walk up on them like that, because the people around them, they gonna protect them.
Yeah, that is
And
true.
then you don't know who's security, who's not, because everybody's dressed regular.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then somebody in the group got it on them. So
Yeah.
you
So
just
that
gotta
was
move
that.
smart, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you can't. It's tough because I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's tough because you want to be where you from, but history has shown us time and time again that you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like when you ask me that question that I don't want to do it. It's just that I'm putting my life on the line if I
Yeah.
do that. So
Yeah.
for the ones who love you, you know, you could set something up to where they could come check you the way you are. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Of course.
But
That's
to
it.
go in the neighborhood, like, and if people really rock with you and
Yeah.
you're not from a stable environment, like, they not gonna want you to come there.
Yeah.
When you pull up, they gonna be like, "Yo, where you?" Like Schoolboy Q said, when he first got on and he tried to go to Hoover Street, his boys used to be like, "Yo, nah, get out of here. Like, we'll come to where you at."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
That's real.
Well, that's a good friend.
Yeah.
That's a
for
real
real
good
though.
friend. All right, so to wrap this up, the metaverse is gonna be a scary place.
I'm not with it. I'm not with it at all. I'm not with it at all.
Condoms for your side pieces.
Condoms, and let's normalize not
I
going
don't
on
con-
live for
Everything
every
is
single
not
thing.
for the internet.
Yes.
I repeat.
Let's normalize that.
Everything is not for the internet.
Keep it private.
And go outside and look at the. It's a full moon
Yo, we
tonight.
need to start
go
enjoy
look at the full
as much
moon.
outside as you can right now.
Because they trying to take it from us.
They trying to take outside from us.
Go to the park. Play,
They
play.
already took it already.
Yeah.
They typed took it already.
Yeah.
2020 was just last year.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Real,
They took
so-
a lot of the rims and stuff out of the parks.
Yep.
That is true.
They put them back.
They back now, but
Yeah.
that just goes to show you how like they was like really
They was ready.
dead ass with it. Like nah, y'all can't even play ball.
They just did it to show us that they could do it.
It's control. It's control.
But yeah, damn, I wanted to end on a happier note.
Treat women with respect, man. Don't.
Yes, for sure.
Not
But
your quote unquote side chick and your main chick. Like you
Regardless
disrespected
of the-
multiple women and multiple children.
Yeah, like
And lots of family
regardless of what
members
she
on that.
is, bro. That shit. That's the mother of one of your kids.
That's
like,
a fact. That's a fact.
Like, you
You
know
chose
what I mean?
to skit and that.
yeah.
And don't let anybody waste your time.
Facts.
That's it.
Clip.
All right.
Deuce.
Right.
Everybody.